I want to tell y'all about the story of when I accepted Christ as my Savior. I was milking a cow in the pasture behind my mother and daddy's big old house. And as I was down on my knees milking the cow, I had a stool behind me, and I scooted off the stool. I was on my knees, and I started praying and asking God to come into my life. And all of a sudden, I seen a dove fly across. We was behind my daddy and mother's big house, and I seen a dove fly across the top of the house. And I had just said, Lord, come into my life and make me a Christian. And that dove flew across. I seen it as plain as if it was a real dove right there in front of me. And when I got through milking that cow, I thought, well, I have just accepted Christ. And that has never left me, and I'm 81-year-old now. And it's never left me. It's always stayed with me. I've helped organize 2 big churches since I've been living here. And one of them I stayed in it 20 years, and we met in people's houses first for the first couple of years till we got enough people to start building on the house, or to buy land to build the church. And then I stayed there 20 years, and then I quit going there and started going around in the neighborhood with the other men and women in the neighborhood, making up to start another church down here close to where I was living. That first one was up on the mountain. Had to go a long ways. And we got this one started, and we've still got to build Sunday school classrooms, and we've got to build, we have a big fellowship hall, and it's real nice. Bathrooms and everything's nice. But we don't have a fellowship hall, we don't have a kitchen, we don't have anything like that. And I'm hoping, I've stayed in it 20 years, and I'm hoping one day they're going to get a fellowship hall and everything on it, and the Sunday school rooms onto it. We bought an old house right down from it, big, beautiful home. And we started having our Sunday school classes in that one. And we had them in every room in there. We had a class in every room in that house, and it had about 10 rooms in the house. And it's still standing there. They keep it painted, keep it beautiful right now. And then James got down sick, and it was some yang going on over at the church. He said, we're not going back over there no more. He said, we're going to find us another church. So we started going to Calvary, and now I go to Calvary Church. But I accepted Christ in the little town of Bethlehem, milking an old cow, and seen a dove fly across my mom and daddy's house when that burden lifted off of my heart. That's it.
Tell about your baptism.
And was baptized, joined Bethlehem Church, and was baptized down behind Bethlehem Church in a creek where the cows drank the water. And it had a little, what we called the depot, and that's where we had our baptism. And it was 8, I think, baptized that day. So Bethlehem Church.
How old were you?
I was about 12-year-old. I'm not real sure on that 12-year-old, but it's somewhere in that area, either 11 or 12-year-old.
Was that during revival that had
No,
AIDS?
it was no revival. There was no revival. But I told Mom about it before she died. She died, you know, not too many years after that. And she was only 61 when she died. And I told her about it, and I was always so thankful that I told her about me when I accepted Christ. And about milking the old cow and all that, because it was real interesting to her. I don't know if I ever told Papa about it. I don't remember. But he knew when I joined church and everything. And that's my story. And I'm sticking to it.